Hey guys, I'm on a roll today. Another episode of Pumping Up Your Tower. We're here with Kevin's tower. He's a fairly brand new player and game speed at yep. This is exactly where new players need to be. Looks like he's saving up for that fifth lab slot. That's perfect. Um, and then for right now, for auto perk, I probably wouldn't go with that for like super brand new players. That's gonna mess things up. It's gonna make things a lot more challenging and annoying. You're just not gonna get the consistency and the bonuses that you really want out of perks if you go with auto perks. So just keep that in mind. It takes a lot of investment to actually get that up and running. And right now, I think for like the time spent and everything, there's other places that are a little bit more advantageous for bang for your buck. Um, but yeah, game speed is absolutely important right from the beginning. The next most important thing I would say is lab speed. You always want to have lab speed if you don't have it maxed already, which as a new player, you're absolutely not going to have it maxed. So always have lab speed in here somewhere. Labs are always going to be a limiting factor on your tower. Stones are also a limiting factor as well for the vast majority of people. But I think it's pretty safe to say that I think labs are the number one limiting factor. So getting that fifth slot up and running as soon as possible is super important. All right, so we got a little bit, kind of a tiny bit of labs. Looks like I'm just seeing maybe the favorites. Um, so yeah, lab speed always needs to be running. Um, Black hole coins, if you can do it, if you've got it, you better have it running because it's so good. Um, I'll take a look at the modules right now. So it doesn't look like they've rolled any modules. So he's definitely going to want to get that fifth lab slot. But what you do after this is going to be challenging. What he could do is if he gets Multiverse Nexus, there will be like a little bit of a penalty for doing the synchronization, but it will synchronize the black hole and GT together, and that'll be really, really nice. If I didn't show what he's got again, these are not synchronized together, so even though there's a huge coin bonus um, that you can get out of this, that is multiplicative with the bonus here, you have to have these synchronized and working together. So, yeah. So you work on. Uh, Trying to think of the best device. Let's say I'm just going to assume here. Let's say they're no. Let's not make any assumptions. What are they free to play? I think they're probably close to free to play. They've done this for about 3 months. Yeah, let's just assume that they're free to play. Um, and we're gonna go off on a gamble. And that gamble is going to be that they're going to get Multiverse Nexus out of module rolls, and that's a pretty steep assumption to make. Sometimes it can take a really long time to be able to get that. But if they can get that, that's going to save a lot of stones, and a lot of stone savings right now is kind of what they need. So I'm gonna roll with that. With the perk for Black Hole, that's going to put this up to 28 seconds, but you can lab um, Golden Tower to get that up equal as well. So I think the biggest most profitable areas right now to invest in are probably going to be bonus, size, and or possibly rolling for the next ultimate weapon. So the next ultimate weapons that I would get is probably Deathwave, priority over everything else, and then it would be smart missiles after that. But I would say before you get smart missiles, you're probably going to want to knock down the cooldowns on everything so that you're not reliant on multiverse nexus to get your synchronization together. Drop everything down to a 3-minute cooldown, which is going to be pretty costly, especially for Deathwave and Golden Tower, and then try to pick up smart missiles at that point. So yeah, black hole size, GT bonus. That's going to be great when these do synchronize up eventually. Throughout your run, it's going to take a while, but when it does, you'll get a really nice chunky bonus at that point. So yeah, let's see. Drink some water here. And by the time that I'm making this video, they probably already have that BitLab slot, so just keep that lab speed all the time. Yeah. For the workshop, I can't see what they're doing on the workshop, but if they can knock down their tower range, eventually when you have everything synchronized up, you're gonna want to get the respec workshop. You're gonna want to make sure that you get your you can go for like a hoarding strategy, so that you push all the enemies that are bundled up around you out into your black holes or black hole. Well, all the bonuses are going off. You could run orbs through that black hole. And as part of that kind of set of Devo, yeah, I think this is probably too far out. I would say go for, yeah, just do free ups for now. Free ups are probably the simplest method. I think at this point you probably have access to be able to dip into trying to roll for a few modules. Yeah, that might be where, even though your cards aren't fantastic where they're at, I think the possible benefits are just so profound in actually getting that synchronization working properly that I would use your gems towards that. And then save up for Deathwave. So that's going to be another bonus that's just going to stack on everything else, and it's the more stacking bonuses you have, they're all multiplicative. It just grows exponentially. Yeah. So maybe a little bit of a shorter video. Actually, yes, it is. I hope you enjoy that, and I'll catch you later.